But I get what people mean when they say we live in a very divided society, maybe not England in particular, but broadly, everyone's on the opposite end of every argument. Everyone's just shouting at each other, whether it's vax and anti-vax or Brexit and Remain. No one's agreeing on it, and everyone's just shouting at each other. I think that's really, really sad. Everyone's become so polarized. A few years ago when I was back in school, we would just agree on anything. It was great. Just agreed on complete nonsense. I think that's better because at least we agreed on something. We should all just pick something that doesn't exist. We all know it doesn't exist. It's fucking bullshit and just believe in it. Some people call it religion, but I just think it's better. But we were brilliant at it in school. We would agree on anything in school. Do you remember going on school trips and the boys at the back would get on the bus? Do you remember the boys at the back? That was aspirational. All I ever wanted to be was a boy at the back of the bus. Those are my career goals at one point. It's like, one day I'll be a boy at the back of the bus. Fun fact, boys at the back, they grew up to be lads, lads, lads. And boys at the front, they grew up to be Louis Theroux. But the boys at the back, they ran the show because they could see everyone. They were throwing Maltesers at people, rolling bottles of piss down the aisle. We might have had different school experiences. Boys at the back would get on the bus and they would say this little phrase. Different places in the UK have different phrases for it, but I think you'll recognise it. In Belfast, they would say a phrase that went, same seats on the way back. Do you remember same seats on the way back? Basically means wherever you're sat on the bus on the way to the school trip, on the way back, you'll be sat in that seat. It makes sense, right? The boys at the back would get on and go, same seats on the way back. And everyone else would go, yeah, fine. Why did we all agree to that? It doesn't make any fucking sense. They just shouted something. It wasn't written down anywhere. But it's nice. We agreed. I think that's lovely. I miss same seats on the way back. I miss it. It's not like you can't say it anymore. It just doesn't work. I was on the bus yesterday. I got on. I was like, same seats on the way back. And the driver was like, yeah, I'll probably sit here on the way back as well. I think same seats on the way back is a good analogy for colonial history. Bear with me. I think if you imagine 400 years ago, every country in the world went on a school trip. Every country in the world had to get on the bus. 400 years ago, who are the boys at the back? England. Killing it. Maltesers, piss, the whole thing, right? And now we've been on our school trip. A couple hundred years have passed. Maybe we learned some lessons. Got a little bit educated. We're getting on the bus to go back from the school trip. And the boys at the back, England, get on. And someone sat in their seat. And you guys aren't happy about it. You're like, we called same seats on the way back, actually. And every other country's like, I think you'll find you voted to have your own bus. And your bus is just a Mini Cooper with flat tires. No, that's mean. Your country's fucked. The next character meeting in the play is a character called George. George is one of the English soldiers in the play, but he's probably the nicest of all the English soldiers, which is a real tallest dwarf situation. People always tense up at that. I don't know why. Is it because I say dwarf? Should I keep saying dwarf? I shouldn't keep saying dwarf, should I? I can't stop. Anyway, George is there and he's working with Owen to try and rename all these place names. And they're researching the cultural context of what they're called in Irish and why they're called that in Irish and how best to represent that in English. And George gets very upset. He goes, oh, I don't think this is right. This feels problematic. It feels like when we wipe this language off the map, we're wiping a culture off the map. And I don't think that's good. I think that's bad. And then he does nothing about it for the rest of the play. It's an incredible character arc. He walks on stage and goes, whoa, this is bad. I'm a good person. See you later. Job done. Bye-bye. But I get it. You know, we all want to be good people. I want to be a good person, but it's hard to be a good person nowadays because we know all the bad things that are happening around the world because of the internet. So you can't play an active role in solving every single bad thing. We're filming. You can't play an active role in solving every single bad thing that happens in the world. So what do? We just fucking tweet. We're just like, oh my God, this is bad. Have you seen how bad this is? Hashtag bad. Laptop closed, I'm a good person, job done, see you later. It's like, you're not a good person. You just called the Dalai Lama a paedophile. I feel bad about that joke, you know, the Dalai Lama thing. Because everyone thinks the Dalai Lama's a paedophile now. It's terrible, just because he asked a young boy to suck his tongue. That's terrible stuff. But I actually researched it, and I do feel bad because I don't think he's a paedophile. It's a thing. It comes like, I researched it, it comes from like this old Tibetan tradition. It's like a cultural thing. It's this old Tibetan tradition where they fuck kids. It's so stupid. I agree. It's hard, you know, trying to be a good person, especially online. Like, everyone expects you to be woke. You know this word woke? Like, socially aware, professionally offended, sexually unfulfilled. Like, it's hard. But I'm trying to be woke. You have to be woke when you move to London. I started reading Stonewall, which is the LGBTQ website. It's got all these articles. I saw this article. It was the top 5 LGBT employers of 2023. I was like, that's interesting. I'll give it a read. Do you know what number 3 was? MI5. And I don't want to stereotype, right? But the gay people I know aren't very good at keeping secrets. Like, where's the money, right? But you can't tell anyone, okay? This goes no further. I make a lot of jokes about my time living in England and my uni life, but my uni life was good despite all the English people. It was good. Actually, the negative bits of my uni life were caused by a girl from Belfast because she dumped me 3 times. But you know what they say? Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Dump me on Christmas Eve. You're a cunt. That happened. I posted a little video of that joke on my Instagram, and she liked it. And I had a panic attack. It's very stressful. It's just a joke. I make all sorts of jokes, you know? I make jokes about stuff that I do care about. It was a good relationship. It meant a lot to me. We were together from when I was 16 till I was 20. It was a good relationship, really formative relationship. It was a good relationship. I took her to the zoo once. I know that doesn't make it a good relationship. It wasn't even a zoo, it was a petting park. Because zoos make me sad. Do you know what I mean? Do zoos make anyone else sad? Yeah, zoos make you sad? Why do zoos make you sad?
Because they're all locked up.
They're all locked up? Are you a vegetarian? No. Like, oh, they shouldn't be there. They should be here.